Boy, do we have some crazy cards to talk about in today's Modern Horizons 2 spoilers. Welcome back to my channel. I am Mattcaster Mage, and I make Magic the Gathering content every single day. So if you want to join in on the action, please hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. Okay, so there's been a lot of spoilers released today. Now it feels like they're really just churning them out, just pumping all of those spoilers out, and it's probably going to be mostly done by the end of this week. I don't want to focus on every single card because then this video will be over half an hour long. I'm going to try to condense it to the meat and potatoes of these spoilers, the ones that I think are going to have the most impact or just the most interesting cards to begin with. And we're going to start off with Scion of Drago. Now this card is a colorless artifact creature that costs 12 mana. It's a mythic 4/4, and its ability is each creature you control has vigilance if it's white, hexproof if it's blue, lifelink if it's black, first strike if it's red, trample if it's green. So basically you could throw this in any deck, doesn't matter what color it is, and if you have a multicolor deck, even better. That just makes this thing more powerful. And it costs 2 less to cast for each basic land type among lands you control. So think about that. If you have like a 5-color EDH deck, this thing is absolutely perfect in it. I can see this being in even sliver builds in Commander, but nonetheless, very powerful card, and it's going to see play 100%. The next card is Silan Anthem. This is a green enchantment, 2 green. It's rare with green creatures you control get +1/+1, and whenever a green creature enters the battlefield under your control, you can scry 1. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be seeing play in Modern. I know this is Modern Horizons, but it looks like a lot of the cards we are getting it are going to be more Commander focused. And the next card that I found to be really interesting is we're actually getting Goblin Bombardment. Now, this was a card that was originally printed in the Tempest block. Actually, I think it was printed in Tempest originally. And it's a nice enchantment, and sacrifice a Goblin, and then it deals 1 damage to any target. So it's similar to like a Goblin Grenade, obviously not this, as powerful with the 5 damage to any target, but still, if you're just churning out a bunch of tokens with a Grenko Mob Boss deck, you can just keep throwing them at your opponent's face, 1 damage here, 1 damage there, and it's a very, very powerful enchantment, especially for any Goblin build. Now, the next card that I found is interesting is Mishras Factory. Yes, we have a original card from Antiquities introduced now into Modern. Will this see play? It's possible. It is a pretty decent card. It's a colorless land, and for 1, you can have it become a 2/2 assembly artifact creature until end of turn, and it's still a land. And you can also tap it for assembly worker creatures you control to get +1/+1. Really interesting ability. I don't know if it's going to have that much of an impact in Modern, but any sort of like colorless deck, I could see it potentially being run. So that is really, really powerful. And the next card I wanted to talk about that I thought was really interesting is a card called Out of Time. Now it's an enchantment, 1 colorless, 2 white, and it says when Out of Time enters the battlefield, untap all creatures, then phase them out until Out of Time leaves the battlefield. Put a time counter on Out of Time for each creature phased out this way, and it has vanishing as well. Wow, okay. So white is finally getting some love in Commander, and this is going to be one of those, in my opinion, like a must run, especially in a mono white build. This is a very, very powerful enchantment, and I love the artwork of the swords just in the air, aimed towards that beautiful light in the sky that's guiding them. That's incredible. And the next one is a card that I cannot pronounce. I'm going to try it. It's Asmarandor Decadie Stina Kuldikar. I think so. So it doesn't actually have a casting cost. It's a legendary creature, a human wizard, but as long as you've discarded a card this turn, you may pay either a black or a red to cast a spell. So essentially it could be a 1 mana spell. It's a 3/3. Wow, really powerful. And when it enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a card named the Underworld Cookbook, reveal that, put it in your hand, then shuffle. So it's a 3/3 for 1 mana, and you can tutor for another card. And then here's the Underworld Cookbook as well. So it's a 1 mana artifact, 1 colorless. You can tap a discard a card, then create a food token. Then for 4, you can sacrifice Underworld Cookbook and return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Really, really powerful ability. Now we have Glimpse of Tomorrow. This is a rare red card, sorcery with suspend 3 for 2 red mana, shuffle all permanents you own into your library, then reveal that many cards from the top of your library. Put all non-aura permanents cards revealed this way onto the battlefield. Then do the same for aura cards. Then put the rest of the on top of the bottom of your library in any random order. Oh my goodness. Okay, so not bad. This could even see play in Modern because for its suspend cost, it's only 2 red. Suspend for 3 turns. It's wow. So you can essentially cast it maybe turn 2, and then you wait the 3 turns. So by turn 5, it could be a little too slow for Modern. Modern's a very fast, especially anything that runs red. But either way, very powerful card, and I could easily see this being played in any sort of commander deck. Very, very powerful. And the last card I wanted to talk about is Imperial Recruiter. Yes, we are getting Imperial Recruiter in Modern. This is unbelievable. So obviously this is a card that came out originally in Portal 3 Kingdoms. It's a 2 colorless, 1 red, a 1/1 human advisor. And when Imperial Recruiter enters the battlefield, search your library for a creature card with power 2 or less, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Okay, so humans used to be one of the most powerful decks. It was like the deck to beat in Modern, and I think adding Imperial Recruiter to the mix, you've just made this deck even more powerful. You're getting another card that can tutor. It's going to go straight into that build. Humans is like 5 color mostly, so you're probably going to have the mana resources to cast this as well. Wow, this is going to shake up Modern. I am absolutely in shock by some of these reprints, but none of my speculations so far that I said could come into Modern Horizons or have been, have appeared yet. So I might be wrong on those, but we'll see. We still have a few more days left to spoilers, so I'm sure things will shake things up a little bit more. We'll get more spoilers in the next coming days, but I'm just absolutely I'm blown away by this. I think this is going to be a fantastic set, and I said right from the start it's going to be one of those long-term holds, especially for sealed product. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my spoiler video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite spoiler of the day was for Modern Horizons 2, and I'll be sure to read it and reply. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Being a patron will help me produce more market movers and add to the funds that I will use for my random buys, and also to my coffee fund, because I drink a lot of coffee for these videos. And here you can see a link below in the description that will give you all the tiers and what you get in each tier. So I hope you guys click and think about joining. And with that, I'll see you next video. Think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.